The most rewarding part was getting to know people in the community, like having more friends and doing the teamwork.
The most rewarding part about Engage was being able to be a part of such a dynamic group, and in order to help find solutions for other young people.
Interviewing different random people that you haven't never met. You just got the application by online, and yeah, and the first time when you see them. And the best one was you had to interview someone who's older than you, and that was pretty interesting because I never interviewed someone. I got interviewed in the jobs, but I never got the chance to interview anybody. That was a new great experience for me. So yeah.
Togetherness. We're nearly a team. It makes you feel like you're making a difference, no matter how big the difference is.
The hardest was giving the grants to applicants. That was the hardest part for me, because we had to choose which one wants the grant the most, and I wasn't sure, should I go to ADOC, White Lion, Diversitate, and everybody had its own point of view. So yeah, that was the hardest part for me, to choose where I want to go, or I want to support or donate the money.
The most challenging part in Engage in participating is that there are lots of big personalities in the group, and trying to go one way without directing off that one opinion or idea, it's very difficult, but I think we got there in the end.
The hardest thing was when it came to like decide which organization should get the grant, because everyone had interest in different organizations. So to make that one decision and everyone to agree to it, to say, okay, this organization should get it, it was the toughest part ever. Yeah.
The most challenging thing about Engage was realising that I don't always have to voice my own opinion, and always to allow others to not necessarily agree on the one thing, but allow them to have a voice of their own.
I don't know, probably that I have a lot to say and that I'm good at sort of knowing when to talk and when to let other people sort of have a go. And I don't know, I've sort of found out that I like helping people in like a different capacity, such as like helping generate ideas or like facilitate discussion, and so that's pretty exciting, and so something that I hope to like expand upon in the future.
That I can work with others from different backgrounds, different cultures in a group, and to achieve more.
The more thing I learn in Engage is most of thing is working together with some young people, youthie.
I learned to work as a team, getting along with people, and listening to other people, what they're trying to say, and understand them. That's what I really learned.
Well, really, in the future, the young people will be the normal people. Every decision sort of thing affects young people, it affects their future and sort of thing. So I think that they should have a part in what their future will be, and a part in the decisions that affect them, because if they can be held responsible for the decision, then they can be just really have input about it. And also it can be from a different perspective, because like if it is an issue that affects young people, ideally you would have young people impact sort of things to get the best understanding of the issue.
Mostly young people can understand each other compared like to the old generation to understand us, and every generation is different to the next one. So I reckon because we are in the same age as them, we can understand what's the problem and the issues they are facing these days compared to before or in the future.
young people are the only people who would experience the issues that happen to them. So I believe it is our responsibility to help better ourselves and change the issues.
We are making decisions for other young people. Young people really kind of have a connection with other young people, and they understand the feeling of what other young people are suffering from. So they're looking what they think the young people will be more interested and go on helping them compared to something else they don't interest them. So the best thing is young people are really good for this because they have different type of ideas, and we can put them together and make a really great idea.
Because I think it's important, because the issues which affect young people, it's hard for people who haven't experienced those issues to actually try and resolve them. For example, like if a lot of people who are making decisions today, they have experienced youth unemployment because they're no longer young people, and it's sort of more of a prevalent issue in the modern generation. And so I think it's important that the people who are suffering from these issues are actually having a voice and having their voices heard.
Well, I'm pretty sure that within the state, this region is the most affected by youth unemployment, has the highest rate, and I have numerous friends, and my stepbrother, he's been struggling to find work for about a year now, and it impacts a lot of people that I know and care about, so anything that can help to deal with that I think is quite warranted.
Well, as we can see, young people need some experience in their future career, and if they can start from now, they can get to use the habit of working in team or by individual to do something that they're gonna be doing in future, and now it's gonna affect them more than ever because they're in an age that they can learn everything so quickly, and this is the best time of the best memories they can make for their future.
Another step to being so much more independent. The issue that it's so much of a huge issue because young people are going through so much. They're trying to be a lot more independent if they haven't been for however many over the years. But getting a job and finances and money behind them is one of the first huge steps. If you don't get that, it's not a positive outlook down the track. As last year we touched on youth homelessness, which is one of the next steps.
The more thing to the young people is like they'll get help from organization, and then the engage is helping them is helping the organization to what they maybe they have something to help the young people, so they don't have enough money, and engage is helping them to help the money, and then they can help the young people to what they want to do.
Besides the amazing work that the grants will hopefully do next year, I think a really good achievement is getting a bunch of between 10 to 15 young people from all across Geelong actually in the one room and actually talking and actually getting stuff done. Because I know with a lot of group work, it's hard to actually get people to do stuff. And so I think a big achievement is just having everyone coming together with their lots of different backgrounds, actually working together and having a feasible outcome, which will hopefully do some good in the community.